Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do my what I melted and my empties, wax melt empties for the first half of June. Tiger's in the room right now. Thanks for all the well wishes for Tiger. He and Felix are getting along again, so that did take almost a week, and Felix was just such a jerk to him. It was really sad because Tiger just wanted his friend, and he would like go try and give him a bath or whatever and lay by him, and Felix would hiss and swat at him, and Tiger didn't understand. Now he's running around like a psycho though, and he's kind of talking. His voice is squeaky, and so you might hear some random noises. I'm afraid he's gonna jump on something. Tiger, psst. Hey, calm down. No, calm down. Anyway, so I'm hoping his voice is going to come back. I did call the vet because they asked me to like give an update after about a week or so. And he started yesterday some antibiotics for bacterial laryngitis. So we're going to see if that helps. I don't know. I hope his voice comes back. You know, you get so used to, I mean, it's like having a family member lose her voice, you know what I mean? Like you just want to be able to hear their voice again. So it's so strange. And like, yeah, it's just a cat. It's not the end of the world because they can't communicate with you anyway, but like he really does, and he's just so talkative, so it just makes me sad. He still tries to talk, it just doesn't really come out the way that it used to. So I'll give you guys another update as like the week goes on or when I film another videos. But anyway, let's get into what I melted. I have not melted very much. I think I talked to you guys about how I've been going to the gym after work, so when I get home I can melt for maybe 2 hours before I go to sleep. So something that I would normally use up quickly is lasting a lot longer, and so I'm just not getting through as much. And I'm not the kind of person that will like melt a scent and then dump it out even though there's more scent left. I usually try and use it all up unless it's a scent I don't like. But I don't like, no offense to anybody who does that, it's just like, oh, I like to swap my wax out every morning and every night, or you know, every 4 hours or however they want. To myself, it is wasteful. Although I spend a lot of money on my wax, I am frugal. I'm really frugal, and I try and use it to the best that I can. So I like to use it until the scent is gone. So anyway, that's just my personal opinion. I know some people are like, even some YouTubers are like, oh, I dump my wax out, you know, every 4 hours or something, every morning, noon, and night, or I don't know, whatever. And some wax melts don't really last that long, but a lot of them do. They last me a decent amount of time. I mean, not super long. I'm not gonna exaggerate the length of time that they last, but I don't dump them out before they're done, I guess, unless I don't like them. So anyway, let's talk about the things I used up, because there aren't many. I'm going to grab the bags first, because I think there's only like 4. Okay, I have a couple Bath & Body Works candles that were chopped up and given to me from a friend. This first one was Ice Cream Shop. Unfortunately, I couldn't smell this. I actually melted this yesterday. And in my bedroom, when I was watching the finale to the second season of 13 Reasons Why. If you watch that show, if you don't, you should. First of all, it's really good. There's a lot of swearing in it, so if you have kids, I would watch it when they're not around, and a lot of inappropriate stuff. But the first season, yeah, I knew what was going to happen because I'd read the book years ago. I think I still have the book. But the second season, like, oh man, it made me cry. And it's really hard for something to make me cry. I can't even remember the character's name. But, you know, the nerdy photographer, oh my gosh. If you've watched that show, tell me I'm not the only one that was like just emotionally destroyed by his whole season. I felt so bad for him. Just a couple different things. I don't know what it was. You know, I had a rough time in high school, and some of those things that happened to him, like feeling isolated, and then even like your parents taking your only like valued things away from you, oh, it just made me so sad, and like just relating. It's so pathetic, but it like took me back to the sadness of high school and actually like stirred up all these like sad feelings that I had from when I was in high school. And then like the next day I was like, why did I get that way? Like it's been however many years. I've moved on. I've forgotten about it. Like, how did that have the ability to bring me back? It's so crazy. Anyway, now that I've rambled about that. Okay, so I was melting this while I was watching the finale, and I paused to like go get a snack or something like that, and I realized I couldn't smell this. So unfortunately, I can't tell you too much about it, but it smells kind of like vanilla ice cream. I think it's supposed to be like Neapolitan ice cream with like strawberry and chocolate, but I don't really get that. It was really light. I think it's just that scent, you know, really. But thank you to Tara, my friend, that sent that to me. This one I really loved, Tara. This was really good. I did not think I was going to like this because I don't like caramel anymore, especially Bath & Body Works caramel scents. I never bought this candle. This is Home Sweet Home Caramel Comfort. And she was talking about like the pieces that she said. She was apologizing for the crumbled pieces, which is her little note on there. But the strength was a 3 to a 4, which was good. I mean, it was good, just medium to strong. And I gave it a 4 because I'm not obsessed with caramel scents. But if I had to melt a caramel scent, this would be it. I would love to get my hands on this. I'm actually going to look for vendors that can do a dupe of this because I really liked that. I won't buy a candle on eBay. I'm just not going to. I don't want to pay the shipping for a candle, but I know that I would like chunk up. Maybe if they could like chunk the candle up for take the candle out of the jar and then mail it in like a bubble mailer, I'd buy it because I know I'm gonna melt it, not burn it. Okay, so then I've got 2 from Rose Girls. This is Strawberry Buttercream Fluff Puffs, and I have another strawberry one. This is Strawberry Shortcake with Buttercream. Okay, so between these two, I like how I wrote stuff on this one, but not this one. I liked this one, the Strawberry Shortcake with Buttercream, more than the Strawberry Buttercream Fluff Puffs. Neither of them had a buttercream scent to me. This one is her Fluff Puffs. I think it's like a donut and a marshmallow scent or something, which is the Fluff Puff part. I definitely got that strawberry mixed with the like creamy bakery scent. This one was a lot lighter than this one. This I would give like a 2 to a 3. I actually melted it in my bathroom, and you had to go into my bathroom to smell it. It wasn't one that left the bathroom at all, which is kind of telling you a lot because the bathroom is a small place. That's a small bathroom, by the way. And then this one was really good. I really liked the Strawberry Shortcake. It's very similar to other vendors like Strawberry Shortcake type oils. Again, no buttercream from this one, which obviously you can see that I wrote that. And then I wrote that it was strong at first, but it faded quickly, which is something I noticed from Rose Girls. At least the majority of what I've melted, they don't last a super long time. They're good to begin with, and then they fade out quickly. That is the same, like similar situation with Vintage Chic Scents as well. I don't know if it's something with my warmers. I need to pick a different warmer, or you know, I have to experiment with that more, but I just noticed it out of those 2 vendors. But yeah, this was 3 or 4, medium to strong. It did have a good throw because it threw outside my bathroom, throughout my living room outside of that bathroom, and then into like the bedroom nearby. So I liked it. This is a scent I would get again, but I'm not going to seek it out because I do think that there are other vendors that would probably be a lot easier to get, and maybe they would last longer, I think. I'm not sure. You know, I just don't know. So I'm just going to stack these and just shove them up there. Okay, so I do have some scent shots that I finished. This first one is Wild Mint and Ivy. Right now this is smelling soapy to me, but I did write, I don't know why it gave me this scent, but when I first started melting it, I forgot what I melted, I came back, and I thought I smelled like a white chocolate mint or like a buttermint type scent. It's really strange. It must have just been the mint. I didn't get a whole lot of that ivy. It was mostly just mint, and it was, I would think that it would be like spearmint smelling, like fresh spearmint leaves, but it kind of had like this weird sweet buttermint, like a sweet mint scent to it. The strength was a 4, appeal is a 4. This one's throwing far, but it's not an in-your-face, like, headache-inducing type scent, but it does have a really good throw. So I was pleasantly surprised by this, although it's not my type of scent, so I'm not going to repurchase it. Now I have, let me go to the other random one. This is Galaxy Candles. I got this in a Random Act of Kindness. This is Morning Blueberry. I just chipped my nail off, so it's kind of weird. And I have no nail polish on because I took it off yesterday. It was all chipped. This is Morning Blueberry. And a friend sent me this because I'm not a huge fan of blueberry. I got like a candy blueberry. There were times where it almost smelled like maple syrup for some reason. And then I was like, no, that's just like a candy scent. It was really light. I melted it in the bathroom because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. Melted it in my bathroom on my 20 watt, is it 20 or 24 watt Glade hot plate? I think it's 20. I don't remember. It was a 1 out of 5, 5 being the strongest and 1 being the weakest. And the appeal was a 3. I didn't mind it. It wasn't like a terrible blueberry, like sickening blueberry scent. It was a candy blueberry. So I didn't mind the scent, but it just wasn't very strong. And then I have some Candles by Victoria scent shots. I have Itori. I'm not really sure how you say that. This was like a general fruity scent. I couldn't distinguish like the notes unless I pulled up the scent notes. And I'm not going to do that. If you heard that, that was Tiger, like attempting to talk. You made a noise! That was so good. But you know what? You got to rest your voice, man. You have to be quiet. You got to let your voice rest. Sorry. I would say this is like a tropical fruity scent. What's that? You don't like that? He's probably going to wander in the video now that he jumped down from the window. So here he comes. Hi, Tiger. Yeah, it's like a tropical fruity scent. The strength is a 3 out of 5. It was a decent throw. And the appeal is a 3. I liked it. It's not one that I'm going to repurchase. Obviously, I've told you guys I'm not going to repurchase Candles by Victoria scent shots because I have the hardest time trying to get that wax to melt. You have to melt a half a scent shot or less. Otherwise, it's just the whole outside of your wax pool is like hard, unmelted. And it's just wasteful. Ringmaster, I don't know. I thought this was supposed to be like a fruity caramel, like a carnival candy scent, but it was really just fruity to me, almost like a strawberry fruity, but I'm not completely certain. And it was almost perfumey. Cotton candy fruity. It kind of smells like cotton candy. And maybe it's body care. Maybe a body care note. I don't know if this one was poured right. The strength was only a 2 out of 5. The appeal is a 3. It's not a terrible scent. I mean, it's a nice scent. I'll give it a 3 when it's something that like smells good, but it's not necessarily something that I would repurchase. Oh, Tiger, you're gonna sit there? How cute. Water Lily and Pear. The strength is a 3. The appeal is a 4. This one actually smelled nice. This is something I would try and get from another vendor. It was really pretty. It was a nice. The floral is a really soft, not astringent floral, almost like gardenia. I don't know. It's like a fresh, sweet, soft lily scent, and then with that pear, it just sweetens it up. It was just really pretty. I did like it. I'm going to try and remember Water Lily and Pear and see if I ever come across it from another vendor, I'm definitely going to get it because I liked it. Okay, so that's not it. That's not it for what I used up. I'm going to show you one Super Tarts clam I used up. I finished Alfie. And Alfie is fluffy marshmallows, candy canes, and Christmas cookies. I can't remember how many were left in this. I just decided to finish this because it's more of a Christmas scent. This is a nice sweet scent that I like to melt in my bedroom. It's just like a soft scent that you could melt while you're awake, or like a good bedtime scent. It smells really good. I think I have this in a band bag, but if I don't, I should get it in a band bag. It's not super strong with 1 cube. I definitely think that 2 cubes is what I need to be happy with this scent, but I do like it. It's nice. Okay, so then I have some things that I did not finish. I melted 1 chunk of this Rose Girls Coconut Berry Creme Brulee. I don't know why I didn't write the strength. The appeal is a 3. I like the scent, but it's not one that I would like go nuts for or rave about. It's kind of like a... I don't get a, like, creme brulee. I get coconut and a berry. And the berry is actually almost like tart berries. So it's like a tart coconut fruity tropical scent. I liked it. I gave the appeal a 3, but I didn't rate the strength. The strength was actually pretty good on this one. I would give it a 4. It wasn't super strong, but it was strong enough to smell it and enjoy it. And I'm gonna enjoy this last piece. I think I'm gonna melt the whole thing. I don't know if other people would melt that whole chunk or chop it in half or whatever, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do the whole thing. So, and that is that. Toss that up there, right next to Tiger. I only have 1 cube left of this Happy Birthday. I was hoping to finish this before filming this video, but I melted 2 cubes a few days ago to see if I wanted to order more on the website, and I don't think I did because I realized that this smells similar to a Sassy Girl Aroma chunk bag that I got recently, which was like a strawberries and cream shortcake. I don't know, some strawberry cake scent. So I do really like this. I recommend this if you like strawberry scents or like a strawberry shortcake scent. It's very similar to that Rose Girls strawberry shortcake one. This is easier to get my hands on and probably a little bit less expensive than the Rose Girls per ounce, I think. This is one that I actually would buy in a BAM bag because I really like it. But again, I just bought this big chunk bag of a Sassy Girl Aroma scent, and so I don't feel the need to like repurchase this soon. But this is one that I would recommend trying if you like those kinds of scents, and I will get it again. I don't think I have any backup clamshells of this, so this is my very last piece of this for now. So there is that. And yeah, I'll just leave those there. And then I also melted Summer Scoop Type. I melted 1 chunk of this, piece. This is from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is like the new everybody has to have it scent, and for good reason. It smells really good. So I melted 1 cube and I liked it. I actually melted it in my bathroom because I got back from the gym and I decided to take like a shower / bath. Not information you need to know, but I wanted to be in the bathroom to be able to smell it, and it smelled really good, but I felt like I got used to it. And then I obviously left the bathroom and was doing other things, and when I came back in I was like, oh no, it is kind of light scent, unless it just faded. This was over like the course of an hour or 2, and so I put in a 2nd cube to see if I could like crank it up again, and it did. It just didn't last like a super long time. I feel like this melting round lasted maybe 4 hours before it faded down to just like this very light scent. Actually, it faded down to probably the throw that you would want if you were like to have guests over, like just that subtle hint of something sweet. So that's actually not that terrible, you know, but I'm so used to wanting like strong. I want strong. So I do have a chunk bag of this. I'm planning on incorporating this Summer Scoop in the somehow in at least one of the loaves that I'm getting from my create your own loaves, custom loaves that I bought. I really like this. I think other vendors are going to start doing this scent too because it is pretty popular. I'll just toss that up by Tiger. And then I melted a cube of Sleepy. Only 1 cube, yes. This is from the Bathing Garden. I've had this for a really long time. It says December of 2016. So I figured, oh crap, I better melt this. It's probably going to have no throw, but I was pleasantly surprised. This is Pink Sugar Peppermint. I think that's it. I feel like she was one of the first to do like that Pink Sugar Peppermint blend, but I could be very wrong. She was one of the first. Like the Bathing Garden was one of the first that I saw doing that blend, like this blend. I saw it from Things I Love 86. And so yeah, that's why I purchased this clam. And then I like coveted it and never melted it. And I'm like, why? I have other Pink Sugar and Peppermint blends. I should just use this. Otherwise this clamshell is going to like get old. Anyway, melting this, it was at first very strong peppermint and a hint of pink sugar. And then that peppermint, as it faded throughout the life of this time melting it, then that pink sugar came out more and the peppermint was pretty much gone and it ended up being a pink sugar scent. I melted it probably in the afternoon until I went to bed. And by the time that I went to bed, it was just pink sugar. So, but yeah, it had a really good throw. I was surprised. I think because it was so strong on peppermint, I was going to say I'm going to save it until I'm sick, but you know, I'm not going to. I don't want to do that. That's stupid of me. I shouldn't do that. Okay, and then I have one more clamshell. I melted 1 or 2 cubes of this. Excuse me. Oh, I should know. I'm actually melting this right now. It's going in my bedroom. I melted 2 cubes of this. First time I melted this, it was 1 cube in my bathroom. This is It's Always Tea Time from Super Tarts, which is Earl Grey tea, tea and cakes, peppermint swizzle sticks, and whipped cream. So it's kind of like a soft peppermint tea mixed with tea and cakes, like a soft peppermint tea and cakes type scent. And the first time I melted it, I thought it was subtle. I really like the scent. It's a really nice blend. It's exactly how like this description is. A little bit of peppermint, a little bit of a tea note, and it's more tea and cakes than Earl Grey tea. So if you're not a huge tea fan, you might still like this. And that peppermint's just really nice and light and blends with it. Now melting the first time, like I said, it was light, so I thought I'll crank it up this time and see what 2 cubes can do. 2 cubes is too strong for my bedroom. Like, I just shouldn't have done that. But it's now, I melted it last night before I went to sleep for a few hours, and then again today I have it going. I'll probably end up dumping it in a couple hours when it fades out. But yeah, I mean, I like 2 cubes. I just think 2 cubes for a bigger room. So I hate when I have 3 left, because I'm like, what am I going to do? I got to melt 1 cube one time and 2 cubes another time. So I'll probably melt a cube in my bedroom and then 2 cubes in like my kitchen or something. All right, so then I have Deep Slumber from Vintage Chic Scents. I did melt just another quarter of this. The first time I melted this, I didn't like it. This last time I actually liked it. So your nose changes even that quickly. So this is like lavender, pink sugar, lavender, and honey. I think the first time I just got this like bitter honey, or there was some off scent to me. But this last time melting it, it was a lot more pleasant. It was very soothing. I thought it was a really nice blend. I could smell the lavender, the pink sugar, and the honey in this. So you never know how quickly your nose will change. And it has a decent throw. Like, this one is not one that's super light. I would say it's a 3 out of 5. It's not like blow you away strong, but it's like what you would want in your bedroom when you're trying to calm down and go to sleep. So there is that. And then I did melt a piece about this size of this cotton candy blueberry lemonade. This actually surprised me. I didn't think I was going to like it. It smelled a lot different when melting. It was more like fruity cotton candy. The blueberry and the lemonade together, I don't know. It didn't, like when I smelled it melting, it didn't scream to me blueberry lemonade. It was more like blueberry lemon cotton candy, if that makes sense. Just a fruity cotton candy, and it had a good throw. So I'm struggling with like keeping this, because it's not like my absolute favorite. Oh my gosh, I need to melt it. It's because it's glitterati, so I'm like, oh, should I just like sample all my glitterati and like the ones I'm not obsessed with, you know, sell these pieces? I know it sounds dumb, but like if I had like 10 of these sample sizes, someone might want to, you know, buy a sampler like that, even though they get really yucky. Like the wax is super, super messy. So I don't know. I'm just debating whether I should do that or not. I don't want to rebag them, but the bags get kind of disheveled and yucky. Maybe I'll think about that in the future and just continue on melting this, because it is really nice. And the last thing that I have is just more of this Sassy Girl Aroma Pink Sugar Peppermint Meringue. I'm using this for a bedtime melt. I have quite a few chunks left in here, and this is like my current bedtime melting scent that I'm trying to use up. There are other things, obviously, that I've shown you that I've melted at night, but I have not been very diligent with putting something new in at night, and often I'm not even going to sleep with my warmers on. Especially right now with Tiger's voice. I don't know if like I'm causing him to lose his voice. I'm just kind of paranoid about it. So this is a nice scent. I recommend it for anyone that likes pink sugar and peppermint. There's something a little bit sweeter about it from that meringue, but it's pretty much like a pink sugar and peppermint scent. And I think it is good. So that's it. That's everything that I melted. Not like a ton, as you can see, but yeah, I just haven't gotten through a lot. I know I wanted to try some Rose Girls. I have more Rose Girls to melt. I have a bunch of fresh scents that are Candles by Victoria, and I want to melt more fruity blends from like Vintage Chic Scents and Sassy Girl Aroma and some other stuff. So we'll see where I get by the end of June. I don't feel too accomplished, to be honest. I still have some Super Tarts scents that I'm trying to get through because I want to try all of my Super Tart scents. You know, that's difficult though, because I have a couple that I really want to save for fall. They're like cologne-y type scents, so I don't know if that'll happen. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm curious what you guys have gotten through. What's your theme for the month? Are you doing like fruity? Are you doing fresh, tropical? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm always interested, and I appreciate you guys watching. And again, I'll give you another update on Tiger in a little bit. He just looked at me because he heard me say his voice. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.